was a failed accidental landlord in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was a year-old condo that had doubled in value in a year. Should have been my first warning. And then in the great financial recession, watched it drop down to about $60,000 when I did a short sale on it. On Christmas Day of 2013, my mom came to me and she handed me this article about this company called Airbnb. And she said, I think this would be a great thing for you guys to do with your guest house at the front of the house. And I was like, yeah, whatever, Mom. And, but I went away and thought about it that January. And I was like, well, what would be the harm? You know, it's just sitting empty most of the time. So I'll give it a try. So I went out, took some photos of it, posted it on Airbnb. And within 48 hours, we had our first booking. And we were 65% occupied from that date until March of 2020 when COVID shut us down. And that was sort of my intro into real estate, like really real estate. It was kind of mailbox money. I was like, man, this is really good. How do I figure out how to leverage this? So I started looking, researching into other real estate, fell into the Bigger Pockets black hole and started learning about different real estate asset classes and things like that. And then eventually found self-storage, because what happened for me in 2014, I ended up having to short sell that condo. And I had, my tenant was military, was on a 2-year lease, but they got PCS. So they were able to break the lease and move out. And all of a sudden my $1,500 or my $500 negative cash flow turned into about $1,800 a month in negative cash flow. And my wife had recently lost her job because she was pregnant with our son. And suddenly we had this, major financial crisis facing us, and we had to short sell it. But suddenly that put me into a position of, I'm just now discovering real estate and getting excited about real estate, but now I can't get a loan. And so I had to figure out, all right, how do I get into real estate when I can't get a loan? And as I'm digging in and trying to figure out real estate, I discover commercial real estate around the same time that I discover self-storage. And I went to a conference called the Best Ever Conference in the spring of 2017, saw a man by the name of Scott Myers talking about self-storage up on stage, and literally went to lunch after that and sat down on a lunch buffet table that I say changed the course of my life. And I met my partner, one of my partners now, Eric Hemingway.